Alright, so let's move ahead and finish up with the leg, with the feet. So we haven't done the feet that's gonna be inside of the shoe of our character. So I'm gonna tap into the edit mode and I'm gonna select these edges. I'm gonna select these edges. I'm gonna scale it out a little longer, a little bigger this way. Okay. And I'm gonna select this loop. I'm gonna scale in Z, press the S and the Z key and press 0 to straighten this out. I'm gonna look from the side view. Okay, so I'm going to grab this loop here. I'm gonna bring it down. This is where our leg is gonna start to come out. This way it's gonna somewhere around here. So of course we could add more edge loop here to help us define the shape of our leg. Okay, remember we have subdivision on, so use that to check if you have the proportions right. So let's check from the front view. Okay, this was what we could scale it to 0. I want it to be straight for now, and maybe we could scale it about this point. Okay, of course for the shoe I'm gonna hide it for now so it doesn't get in the way. So, and then I'm gonna grab these faces, go to the side view. Looking at this, I think we could go a little bit down more. Let's bring it all the way down. This way the feet stops. Okay, so this area here, and maybe select this. Scale this out a little bit, bring it towards this point. Okay, so from the side view, okay, so I'm gonna grab this face and this face. From the side view, I'm gonna extrude this to the front. Let's extrude it to the front up until this point here, and because of the skinny nature of the leg of our character, this is looking very tiny. Let's see what we could do. Okay, let's go back and let's select this edge. Let's scale it out a tiny bit. Select this one, scale it out. I'm gonna grab this face again. Let's try once again, extrude it in the y-axis. Okay. Alright, so let's look from the front. Obviously we need to push the leg towards this direction. Okay, then I'm going to come over to this place. I'm going to add a loop around here to to be the support loop. Let me go to the side view. I'm going to add the support loop around here, scale it in a little bit to match the flow for our leg, for our feet. Bring it this way. Bring it a bit towards down like this. Maybe we could turn off subdivision and see something like this. Okay, stand it back on to subdivisions. And what about the way it's looking? We'll make more adjustments as we go. You can see it has a very tiny leg, so we're going to expand the feet though. Then I'm going to come over to the front edge here, select these edges. I'm going to double tap the G key and slide it down like this. Something like this. I'm going to come to the back, bring this loop towards the back area like this. Let's check this area. Okay, we have a hole here, so I'm going to select this hole, press F to fill hole, and let's see. Maybe I'll add additional loop over here like this. Could select this right here, make sure this, let's look from the front, toggle the X-ray mode, scale this in. As you can see from the reference, we have to scale that area. Or could just grab the whole 36 over here and let's scale this a tiny bit like this. Could add more edge loop around here to define the tiny nature of the leg. Grab this, push it down towards this direction, and let's see. Maybe we could add a loop at the middle area here to help us space out the legs. Let's scale it in the X. Or we just, let me move this, grab this, move it in the X like so. Do same for this area here. Let's grab, moving in the X like this. Let's make it pretty flat. This area here, push this back a little bit, push this back a little bit. Could add additional edge loop here. Select the top vertex. We bring it down like this. So we just want to make a basic fit. We don't want to make anything complicated here. So just something basic that we could use. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to drag it towards the back, perhaps. Select this, push it, or rather let's check from the front, check from the side. As you can see, it needs to fit in the shoe. And remember, we used the reference image to model the shoe, so this area will probably need to bring it down and rotate it. This fit is not gonna be seen. This is just to complete the body, so don't bother or worry about the looks for now. Let me go to the side view. Maybe we could bring this down as well, like so. We could drop this. Let's see what we have. I think this one is too backwards. Let's bring it forward a bit, and this area as well, somehow made it move that direction way too much. Then let's bring out the ankle a little bit. Okay, maybe we could add another loop here, and I think that will help us bring this up. Let's check the reference from the side view. As you can see right there, we could grab this, push it towards this direction, and let's grab this, bring it up. Does give it a nice flow going on. Let me select this, move in the side view. We could push this one forward. We could grab all of these and push it. You can see the reference image right there. Push this back. All right. So let's select this. This we could push to the front. Okay. Could slide this to the front. And we could bring this side maybe out a bit. Let's see here. Select this area, press O to use proportional editing. It's not really. Let's try grab this as well. See if we could get something out of it. Let's grab this, push it a bit to the side like so. This as well to the side, this as well to the side. Maybe we could bring up the shoe, see how that fits. Maybe we could move this to the side. Maybe I could turn off the mirror for now. Let's just focus on one area of the shoe. So grab the leg, and I'm just going to select, grab some faces here. Just increase the selection. I'm gonna scale this. I'm gonna scale this out in the X direction. Meanwhile, let's position. Let's tab out, and we want this this origin to be at the center of our feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna tab out. Actually, that will break some issues, but let's see. Let me tab out. Let me add set origin to, let's set the 3D cursor here. Set origin to 3D cursor. So that will bring issues. I knew that would bring issues. Let's tab in and again bring up the shoe. I'm going to deselect this area here, and I'm going to scale. This. Or what I could do is I could deselect one side of the shoe and just drag and move these towards this direction, and I could deselect these areas here, drag to fill that area a little bit more. I could do same for this area as well. So we just try to fill in that part of the shoe. So let's grab this side. Let's grab these areas. As well as, let's see, maybe this area as well, and let's move it to the side, close up the space there. We could deselect these areas and just move this back a tiny bit. Deselect these areas, bring this back this way. Then let's go to the front view and try to set things in order again. Let's bring this towards this direction, bring this towards this direction. So I'm going to add an edge loop here. Let's hide the shoe for now. I want to add an edge loop here, but if we try to add an edge loop, it's either add it this way or add it this way, and that is not what I'm looking for. So we need to manually add the loop. So I'll go to my knife tool. I'm gonna create a loop going this way, this direction. I'm gonna create a loop that is gonna go in this direction with the knife tool. And I'm going to go to the front view again, toggle X-ray, and I'm going to scale this like this. I'm going to scale this in make sure that we follow the reference as best as we possibly can. Okay. Let's grab this, push it out a bit more. Okay, let's bring up the shoe again. So this vertices could push it in. So don't worry about the shape of the feet because it's going to be hidden by the shoe. So what we are most interested in is the suggestion that there is a feet going inside of the shoe. So if we were modeling a character where there is a character won't wear any shoe, then we can focus on making some really nice realistic feet. So for now we're just making a suggestion of a fit, because even if we try to make a realistic fit here, it's not going to fit appropriately because this is a stylized character. So the fit proportions are just not going to work for us. Let me grab this. Maybe I could grab these faces. Okay, and maybe push it. Let me see. Push it this way. Grab this loop here, push it in a bit. And just gonna try to use this and fill up some of the areas here. So let's see, I'm gonna select this shoe here and I'm gonna grab the faces in this region. Okay, I'm gonna scale it. I'm gonna grab these faces as well. Alt Shift, select the other faces. I'm gonna try and scale it in, and maybe look from the side view is not really gonna help this time. Let's see. This area looks quite okay. I think it's just the front region. Let's deselect some of these areas and maybe these areas too, and just try to round this up. Let's move it to vertices. I'm going to deselect this vertex here, this vertex here, and just bring this towards this direction, and this as well, so they lap very nicely. I want to make sure that it laps with the shoe so it doesn't look like an oversized shoe, even though it is, the shoe itself is clearly not the character's size. He's wearing a very big shoe, but we try to suggest a way that the shoe is just his size. So just move things around. Try and move this towards this area. Try and move this towards this area. And for this, this as well. To grab this here, try to push it forward. Let's grab this as well. So now we could grab the whole of this area here and try to push it in till it starts to lap right somewhere around here. Could bring, let's see here, bring this down. I'm going to select this area, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to select this area, to give it a nice shape. That's equally important. Like this, and this area okay, let's have a look now. Okay, I think this area is lapping way too much. You could adjust that area there. Bring it up maybe. Maybe we could use proportional editing so we don't keep doing this individually. So just use proportional editing and edit some of those big changes on our mesh. So let's reduce the fall off. Let's grab this. Grab this as well. Look from the side view. I think we've covered this pretty well. But what we could do, we could select this area here and try to push it back like so, and then maybe relax it around here. Okay, something like this. So from the side view, we could select all of this increase the fall off a lot and try to position it back where it should be. I think what we could do, we could select the leg, grab this area here, increase our selection and push it down. Let's go to the side view. Okay, I see what's going on here. Let's select this, let's drag this and push this up a bit like this. Okay, then this, maybe this area. So just push the points around. So that's all you have to do. I'm just going to fast forward these areas so you don't have to wait this long. I'm just going to fast forward the steps so you can. Okay, that sums it up for the boots and the leg. So now we've got the leg in place. I think it's time now to start making the clothes and put some clothes on our character. He's been naked all this while, so let's clothe the character in the next lesson and see you there. Okay, bye bye.